This is where our robot Wally Jr. lives. He helps clean up the city and repairs things. This is our military force. Here is our safety complexion. Here is where people work, and pretty much. This is the entertainment part, where you can go to like the museum, amusement park, theater, McDonald's. Here is our neighborhood. These two are apartments, and this is a little house. And then this is our barn.
It was fun to make it because we faced a lot of new challenges. We learned a lot of new things, and it made us think hard, and I just like how it came out.
The collaboration we did was pretty good. We each, Victor, he built the hay. Rosa, she built the barn. Juana did these plants. I helped Victor with the hay, paint it a little bit.
The ideas we came up with, like all of us, we each have a vote for everything, and that's how we decided on the hexagons and how it has its own purpose.
I think they like the moving part that we have, and that our city is expandable.
My favorite part was probably the spinning, because like it was the only thing that moved, but also it showed how our hexagons expanded.
I'm pretty proud that we got first place. I thought we weren't even going to be on the board, but we did get fourth place, and I'm pretty proud.
We beat high schools and other schools, and it was just us four, and other teams had like more than four, like 10. And I'm kind of surprised that we beat them, and I was just really excited and happy.
This is our floating city. Its name is Atlantida. Its main economic focus is hydroelectricity. That's why we have this water wheel here, which is our one moving part. The Gulf Stream powers this city so that it moves this. As for transportation, this is one of the 3 floors of our city. The first floor is the floor with the river, which is the more industrial floor. The second floor is the residential floor with most of the schools and most of the houses. The third floor is the agricultural floor, which houses our farms. Our city is completely self-sustaining. We even sell this electricity to other cities around the world. For transportation, this is the first floor, which is this model. We have ferries that move across the city. There's this footbridge where you can travel from one side of the city to another without taking a ferry. This is more like where most of the engineers work. So this is more like the plant, and this is more like the office where they work. As for recreation, we have parks over here, and we have an arcade cinema. There's a university over here called Hoover University, which is the name of our teacher. There's a few apartments here for like people with no kids and they just have the job there. They're here. So the reason we won our prize for land surveying is that we went onto Google Earth and then we looked at maps of the Gulf Stream, and we wanted to choose a place where it would most optimally take the Gulf Stream. So we chose a place in the Atlantic Ocean near New England. Another reason is that we mapped our entire city with pencil before we put our things down.
So we had a big discussion day where like we kind of just planned, well, like the first week was mostly planning out. We decided businesses we were going to make, like there's the fish industry here, and we have the apartments in the background, which we decided. And then once we had the city plotted out, we worked on some more specific buildings, such as these shops with the arcade. And over here, you might not be able to see it, but there's restaurants. So we wanted to try to make this as sustainable as possible. Not only with the materials we made it, everything here is salvaged or recycled. The only thing, in fact, that wasn't recycled would be this motor, which we salvaged off a building kit. We did buy the paper and tape, though. We spent a lot of time working together on this project. The majority of the buildings, I don't think there was a single building where one person did the work. So we did a lot of collaboration.
So this is our university, CMU. It's named after a female Dominican scientist. This is our gondola. It gets people from university to their home, school, or the fast food place. This is our town center as well as storm shelter, where all the people will go if there's any natural disasters. This is our fire department and police department. They will put out fires, like stop any troublemaking, things of that sort. We have our grocery store, our apartments, fast food place, sports store, and our schools. And over there in the back is our hospital. We got the award for Best Planned City, and the judges really appreciated the backstory behind our city's name and why we picked the Dominican Republic. Okay. One of our team members, Corinne, her grandfather immigrated from the Dominican Republic, and we kind of made it in honor of him.
It was made by one of our teammates named Zoe. She bunched all our names together. Like, since my last name is Camp, her last name is Hill, and Abigail's last name is Covington Poe, we just did Cavington Hills. That's really how we got the name for it, for merging all of our last names.
So the first part of like thinking of like teamwork, we had to think of the name at first. Thinking of Cavington Hills, cooperating all of our last names is what got us to the beginning of this. Teamwork is also like what helps decide plans, like having different ideas and then finding ways to put, finding constructive ways to put them together and be able to final plan.
Our town's like really like kind of off the grid. We don't believe in modern technology because so many kids these days have brain rot. So we like only use radio, cable TV, CD players, DVD players. We don't like really use like YouTube or internet.
The main reason why we didn't want to use technology is because, you know, most people, like most kids these days, are like on their phones a whole bunch and have like, and like are on it for extended periods of time, and also which has them consume a lot of brain rot. So that way, so being able to not have as much advanced technology will have them be able to have clear minds and be able to also focus on their learning.
They got to learn a lot throughout this process. We started out with learning about the engineering process and what it means to design something, test it out, redesign, edit, change, to end up with a better model or a better system than what you started with. They also learned about scale and what scale is and how everything should be to a certain size and actually resemble like the ratios of size that it would be like in the real world, right?
So we have our fan up here. I can show you how it works. It's pretty cool. But we have our fan, it spins when that bubble comes on. I think it's because the thing is stuck. And then we have, here is our wave generator. And then we have our buildings. We got the school down here. We have our mall, arcade, jobs, and apartments. Up here is our garden and our DCH. It was fun. Working on this was like hard, but we eventually got through it, and that's how we got our award for the best telecommunication and power. And it was just overall fun to make. When we were thinking about this, I was like, let's put a city in a bubble so it can like sink underwater in case of an emergency. So we made the bubble. It was hard. But I did like paint, this like the dirt track. Over here, can't really see it, but there's flowers I made. And down here, I made that tree, and there's a tree over there that I made. Doing this was fun. I made some new friends on the way doing it, and I was like really excited when I got this prize because I wanted to be in the top 5, but Still, winning this is the best thing that ever happened to me.